And guess what? Somebody decided they wanted to sit really close to the fucking screen with me.
Is it a cat?
No.
Oh. Wait, I should probably just watch the stream then.
Let me pull this out of my taint.
Well, ain't he a cutie bean?
That would be Azzy, or Aziel.
Well, you can tell him he's cute. It makes me think of a stupid song that I've listened to like 5 years ago.
He's a grinning yin.
What?
He's a grinning yin.
A green yin?
Grinning. The white. There are lines on that that's supposed to be teeth.
Oh, grinning. Sorry, I heard greening and I was like...
Did you say you heard creaming?
No, greening.
Oh, greening.
Yeah, as in, like, I don't think he smokes.
You have pressed 1 for burp.
No, I'm the one that's greening.
Yeah. Not the...
Hey, Sint.
What?
You have something timing you today.
No, I haven't. I'm not at my irregular home.
And Nuggy has still found you.
Well, that's in poor taste.
That sounds a little bit like Nuggy Stalker. By the way, for those who don't know, this is actually named after a character that was once one of my D&D characters. Or more accurately, a Thorian character.
A Thorian.
Yeah.
He is still a good boy.
Anyhow, I was gonna piss you off by remembering one of my old pals who had a very specific diet. He didn't like soup.
Why
That's
didn't he like
specific.
soup?
He just didn't like soup. No
Didn't
matter
have a
what
reason.
taste. He just didn't like soup.
No, okay. So understand, the reason I'm asking is because you know how I'm kind of, Andy, what did Frost get for Christmas? He actually got quite a few things. One of the things he got from me, though, was a series of manga books, which he gets to show those off, not me.
Uh-huh.
What? Can you tell us what manga?
His choice on whether or not he wants to share.
He also got Mr. Fish.
Yes, he did. Although that was more of an early Christmas present. He got this cute little, what is it, knit? Macrame? It very much looks knit.
Oh, the fish?
Yeah.
Crocheted.
Crocheted, there we go. It's a crocheted Swedish fish, so now he effectively has a giant foxy treat that he can carry around. And it looks almost... You know what dawned on me the other day when I saw him, you know, snuggling up with it? He has a derpy eye. Not the fish. Frost has a derpy eye. On the same fucking side that the fish has a derpy eye. I'm assuming that wasn't intentional.
Kit,
Yes?
my luck can only take me so far, and it's still taking me very far.
No, one of his eyes occasionally has this thing where if you look at him from the wrong angle, it'll look like they're going completely sideways. I have no idea what the reason for it is, but it's just it. If you see him at the right angle, like as he's walking past, his eyes will just kind of dirt. I don't know if it's part of the way he holds his head or if it's part of like something, but he'll just straight up dirt.
There's got to be a way out of this goddamn place.
I mean, a little late for Merry Christmas, but Merry Christmas. Well, Merry late Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Happy Boxing Day.
Oh, that's right. It's Boxing Day.
Boxing Day?
Yeah, it's the day after Christmas.
After?
Yep.
Okay. We just have second Christmas.
Second Christmas.
We're like the Hobbits is. We have second Christmas, right?
Oh, God.
Or whatever.
So, understand, Boxing Day is a primarily British holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will jokingly say that the purpose of it was because, you know, all of the gift wrapping, all of the return boxes, all of the gifts that didn't quite fit, so we needed to get one size up, all of the returns. You know, returning boxes. I'm fairly certain that's not the actual purpose of it.
Probably not, no.
But it's got the unfortunate thing of being called Boxing Day and being after the day of being after Christmas Day. Delint, I have to ask, is that, you know, like, fuck bagels? As in, fuck this, I don't want to be eating a bagel? Or is it fuck bagels, as in, I intend to fuck a bagel? I know that's getting clipped.
Hmm?
It is almost a guarantee that phrase of I intend to fuck a bagel is getting clipped.
That's not what the hole is meant for.
Oh my god.
What?
I stopped paying attention for like a second or two. This is what happens.
What's up, Dylan?
Like, I was just looking up what the actual, you know, reason behind the name is, but no, of course we gotta have bagels being...
Oh, that's a testicle! Oh, God! My cord tried to tickle my pickle. Excuse me! Yes, sir?
Excuse you?
Excuse who?
You?
Why?
What's that with your scrotum up all of a sudden?
Okay! Hearing that from you wasn't exactly something I was ready to see. Or ready to hear. What is up with my scrotum all of a sudden?
Yes.
Let's see. I'm not wearing underwear or pants. Or more accurately,
Oh.
I'm wearing underwear, I'm not wearing pants. That underwear apparently has a hole in the bottom or in the crotch. And I just wound up with a wire inside my boxers. And, well, I went to go pick up my controller, and all of a sudden that wire was it was kind of right up between the two. Well, correction, wrapping around the left one ever so slightly, too.
How even? How even do you manage to get yourself into this comically complicated situation where there's a wire going through your boxes?
It's a wrapped wire.
It's still a wire.
Then yes, it's a wire that was deciding to play with my testicles.
Happy Boxing Day, everyone. This is the day of boxers. Wear one without holes.
Why was it only reloading one fucking bullet? Why are my bullets going through these fucking things? What the fuck?
Oh! Well, that was some radical physics.
I know you said ragdoll, but my brain heard that as rectal physics, and I'm not losing. I'm not all. Oh god. Thanks, rectal physics are now a thing.
They sure aren't.
I was about to say, there's the best use of physics.
But rectal physics.
That's better.
Guess you have to study physics now.
Stressful as fuck, Jackie.
Where are all the bottoms at? At physics class, of course.
Hey, Kit.
Yes.
There are nuggies running to and fro, holding wrapping paper in their little beaks.
I am so glad I didn't pull harder off that. I just stuck a bowl in my mouth. That would have been tasty.
I don't think I want to hear the explanation.
Weed. Weed pipe. I stuck the bowl in my mouth instead of the mouthpiece.
Oh. Okay. I for a second thought you had godforsaken, wrapped your other testicle in a wire and start pulling on that.
Eyes up!
Anyhow, how's your game going?
I mean, I'm not blowing myself up no more.
Oh, that hurt! I'm bleeding over here!
Below these cacti looking things.
Hi, dude. How do your balls feel? What did I hit?
Hey, Sint.
Yes.
You are given a huge piece of wrapping paper.
I put it on the table.
Aw.
Do you like it?
Oh, well, sure, but it's got to wait till next year. Christmas is already over.
Hey, Kit.
Yes?
What is the worst gift to receive on Christmas?
Wrapping
I'm,
paper.
I mean, you really want that answer? Because I've got a really bad one.
How bad can it be?
I had an uncle give me crystal meth one Christmas when I was 13.
That's very inappropriate.
Yes, it is. My
Okay.
fucking other uncle proceeded to then take it away from me, beat the crap out of my other uncle, and I haven't seen that uncle since. I'm guessing he may have wound up in prison.
I sure would think so.
Well, giving crystal to a minor,
Yeah.
that's a very logical next step.
And this, by the way, was an uncle on my dad's side, not my mother's side. So, the family that detests me, not the family that actually gives a fuck about me.
Here I thought we were going to be doing something fun.
Well,
like
still.
rob a bank or something.
You can detest someone and still try
No.
to, you know,
Let
not
me-
make them a crackhead.
Let me put it to you this way. My family on my father's side consists of my brother, my other brother,
They aren't paying. us.
neither of which are the one living with me. He's my mom's side. He's chosen family as well.
Uh-huh.
My two biological brothers have both tried to murder me. One of which
Oh, that sounds
recently
wonderful.
tried to recently, as in within the last decade, tried to choke me to death.
Wow. I thought I had heard my fair share of fucked up family stories, but this
One
one
of
sure
them
takes the
literally
cake.
tied my arms together and threw me in the deep end of a pool when I was like 7.
7?
Yes.
How can
correction,
you detest
no.
a child
I was
of
like
7?
6.
How can you detest a preschooler so much?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't think it was really so much them as at the time it was my dad teaching them. Because my dad was a fucked up individual. Bullwhip from the ceiling with a note for us saying chores will be done or else. Kind of fucked up. So, by the way, this is the reason why I have PTSD, is this particular aspect of my family.
Childhood, yes.
Yes. Well, no,
I
it was
had-
literally
what are the
all events
Got
that
it.
my brothers from my father's side did to me. My biological brothers are all...
They
They're the
took
ones
a-
that have caused things. They're the ones that have done things like put my ass into a catatonic state because they taught me that their pet spider was the most dangerous spider in the world and that a single bite meant certain death, and then decided to put it on my chest and then wake me up. It was a rose tarantula, by the way.
Those things are harmless.
I'm aware. They told me this thing, if it bit you, you were dead in like 3 seconds. And
So-
understand, I was like 7 or 8, maybe 9. I was also not good about spiders because at 5 years old, I sat in a literal Black Widow's nest and wound up having to get multiple doses of antivenom for that. I have arachnophobia because of that. So
Wow.
I stay well away from spiders. My brothers knew that. They would teach me
That's,
things like, oh, this is my pet spider that we're going to keep in your room, by the way. That was a thing because, yeah. It's also apparently the most dangerous thing in the world. A single bite is death in seconds, and apparently it has a absolute love of biting humans because apparently we taste better than like normal insects. This is the shit they taught me. And then one of them decided to wake me up after putting their fucking tarantula on my chest. Wake me up with a panicked voice of, "Oh god, don't move!" Yeah, I went catatonic for 3 days.
I just don't know what to say.
Like I said, those... They detest me. They absolutely despise me. one of them has literally, not literally, in not as kind words, he has told me that the reason he thinks so little of me is because I, quote, choose to date guys. Yeah. Then again,
How delightful.
this is also the brother that believes that you shouldn't be able to be a U.S. citizen without serving 2 years minimum in the armed forces, and if you're a non-citizen, you should have no rights whatsoever and essentially be a slave class in the U.S. Yeah, he's a little nuts.
I would think that's the understatement of the century right there.
The sad thing is, this is a typical Californian idiot. These are the kind of people I'm surrounded by in this state.
I can verify with that. They're awful down there.
It's an Aiden!
Aiden,
I've been
you
here.
have met my oldest brother. The one that straight up threw me into a wall and choked me in front of you.
Either the
Hey.
trauma pushed that memory out or the drugs did.
It was probably the drugs, because that was also the first time you, me, and Mordred all got high, and it was when you and him were living with us for like a month. It involved his grinder of, like, his literal, like, fucking spice grinder of weed.
Probably that too, then.
Yeah, that was after my brother essentially threw me into a wall and choked me, screaming at me that I was a useless piece of shit because I couldn't help my mother move a table. Understand I have spinal issues. So, by the way, hi, Sid.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and forget everything you just said. It's all just absolutely horrible.
I'm well aware. Trust me, I've lived with it.
Yeah, and I
This
can't
was
imagine doing so.
literally the babysitter that at like 8 and in the freezing fucking cold, like sub-frozen temperatures, would throw me out of the house for like an hour before I was supposed to be heading to school in the early ass morning so he could watch porn. By the way, this was back before we had a computer in our house, and when I mean he wanted to watch porn, he wanted to watch porn on a VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make a lot of people feel old and a lot of people feel young at the same time with that statement.
Yeah. You definitely will. I mean, I do remember the times before we had a computer. That sure is a really long time ago.
Oh, God sent, I remember growing up with dial-up.
If we get out of here,
Like,
might
I
need to pack
remember
up
dial-up
for
when I
how
was
long
a
it's out to drive.
kid.
I don't remember what kind of internet we had.
And almost guarantee it wasn't dial-up.
Well,
Dial-up
I don't know.
scars your fucking soul. Just the first
not
time
sure.
you have to actually sit there and listen, because it hits different from the actual machinery in the computer, rather than when you hear it through a fucking wires. You can feel it. Like, you can actually feel the sound coming from the machine.
Looks like this was the warden's office.
Well, it's only
They built the
came
office
from
right next
like
to
the
shuttle
telephone.
bay.
If you
For
actually
escapes, I bet.
took the horn up,
Smart.
then we just weren't allowed to do that.
We need
You know.
Where have you been? Pick up on the intercom.
Because we were told that if you did that while
Took long enough.
the computer was using the internet would stop and the computer would not have internet.
I hope
Hold
you
on a
found
sec.
something because I am getting sick and tired of this place.
I found it from. Yeah. Thanks to Mathis' help, we found. You know, where is everyone else?
I'm the only one left. Damn creatures finished off the rest of my people. But finding the legacy, that is going to make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Where are
I
you
don't
right now?
know. Looks like some kind of a security office or something. It doesn't matter. Did you find anything or not?
Thanks to Mathis' help, we found some information about Crick's legacy.
I knew it! Everyone said I was out of my mind. But something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right people for the job.
Yup, that's right. It was a team effort all the way. We had each other's backs the whole time, Del.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up so I can think.
Yeah, sorry, Del. You go right ahead.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find the way off of this planet. Let me see. Ah, here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key.
I want to finish searching the lock before I leave.
I don't care if you are finished or not. I want that information about Griggs' legacy in my hands. After that, you can come back
Hey,
down
Aiden.
to Suvorov and dig through the snow to your heart's content.
Yes.
Okay, let me see.
You are being covered
One of
in
these
wrapping
probably
paper
opens the
scraps.
door.
Adorable.
Yes, you are.
You'll become the biggest gift of the night.
Got it. Might take a while though.
I am a
Those
tiny
papers
pipe
have not
button.
been
How am
opened
I
in almost
gonna
a
be big?
century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will
Well,
talk
it
when you
depends
get
on the
back to
amount of
key.
wrapping paper, I suppose.
I mean, true.
Okay. I'm gonna do a thing, cause... Holy balls. I'm gonna have to undo that. There we are. Hello, Magshear? Oh, it's a high fucking... It's a relatively high-powered motherfucker. Ah.
Hey, look, well, I wanted to thank you for not being a jerk and hounding all the glory on this run.
The extra gun that got me through this place alive.
That's true. Well, thanks all the same. Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened.
Fine, but you're gonna owe me a huge favor.
Yeah, of course, don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Warden Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D Block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D03118, Jasper Cricks, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. If the lock is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation, as Cricks undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle and we'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
Huh. Why does this feel wrong? Knew you felt wrong. Hey guys.
Yes.
I found Mama!
You found the mother.
Or did she find
Oh.
you?
Oh, ain't that just true, I guess.
Awful.
Mother. Ooh.
And now I've got a recording of you ooh-ooing.
Jesus, that's not a woo. That was me doing a very bad impression of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Hey, Kit.
Hold on, I'm trying to kill Mother.
Do you have any grenades?
Nope. Fuck! Mama's fucking powerful! Hold on. Excuse me.
She's a feisty one.
That ain't doing shit. If only, if only. Excuse me, mama.
Well, the cactus is dead.
I've been hit!
I don't know why I find that so fucking funny.
It's time to put some things down.
My brain parodied again.
As you do.
Thanks for the Bohemian Rhapsody, brain.
Gee whiz, I wonder who did that. Who would have thunk of Bohemian Rhapsody? Not me.
Isn't?
Yes.
Thank you so much, because... Go on, just fill the man.
Excuse me? I don't want... No, I'm not gonna say that.
Did I make your brain hurt?
No, my brain is also very good at parodizing.
Did you want to add anything to it?
I sure don't want to add anything to it.
Oh, why does that feel like a lie?
No. No, I think it would be a little rude.
I mean, that's kind of the point of irreverent comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Kit. The Nuggies have a Christmas present for you.
It's Christmas.
You made it so much worse by saying that.
Happy Chrysler.
Hold on!
Merry Crisis.
No, because he said,
Yeah.
didn't mean to make you cry, but we'll both get off when we try again tomorrow. Carry on, as if nothing ever happened. I'm going to hell for that. Oh. Oh. Hey, Sent.
Yes.
God damn it. Hey, Aiden.
Close but not quite.
Blam.
No.
Hey, Sent.
Yes.
Numb. Also,
No,
my
no.
brain hurts.
Well, that's what you get for referencing Bohemian Rhapsody, I guess. Ah.
The worst part is my brain just came up with the title. We're calling it Bohemian Casualty.
No, I'm sorry, you can't. You absolutely can't say that. Oof. I fear you're making a reference you don't want to make.
Oh my god.
Hey, Kit.
Yes?
The Nuggies have given you a box.
Okay.
Do you open the box?
Sure. And hey,
Inside
Sin.
the box.
No, I know the reference there.
Okay.
Inside the box is a potato.
Why is it a potato? No, Kit.exe started overclocking.
No,
Hmm.
there's something special about the box, Kit.
What?
You'll know when you take the potato out of the box.
Now the question is whether to om-nom or whether not to om-nom. The potatoes specifically.
I think you'd rather cook it first.
Eh.
They aren't nice raw.
Again, it depends on what type.
It's a raw potato.
No, I mean what type of potato, because even raw, some types actually taste good.
Aren't you, like... No, let me Google that before I say anything stupid.
It is a Yukon Gold.
Yep. Those taste interesting raw. Not great. Not bad.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't eat potatoes raw. They are, in fact, a little toxic.
They actually are poisonous, yeah.
I was like, oh, weren't they toxic when you eat them raw? And yes, they are.
Oh, especially if they have green. Like, if they are green, if they have one of the green spots inside them, and you bite into it, you're pretty much dead.
No, I think that's a bit of hocus pocus because they're not that toxic.
No, there is a part of them that if they have gone past a certain point and are, I believe it's starting to sprout, there's a portion around the portion where the sprout starts that becomes so saturated with a toxic chemical that if you ingest it, you will more than likely die.
Hey, Kit.
It's something that when your body starts breaking it down, digesting it, it effectively turns it into cyanide. Or
Do you take
something
the potato out of the
equivalent to.
box?
Sure.
There's something new in the box.
Did you give me a box of the Four Winds?
What do you mean?
What is in the box?
A bulb of fennel.
Do the Nuggies want me to cook, or did you give me a box of the Four Winds?
No, they gave you a box of the many veggie tables. You take one out and a new one appears.
That is adorable. And weirdly enough, kind of... Can I lift off the ship? I can lift off the ship! I'm just using a yin as a pillow.
So, do you like your gift?
Yeah. I mean, it's fairly similar to the, There's an enchanted table in Athorian. Oh, there we go. Now I can dock. Just remember, everybody, before docking, you must give a decent stretch.
Don't remember.
Huh?
Don't.
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
Looking for where to sell my shit.
Rook?
What was I saying? Ship services.
Need something?
Let's go to the depot.
How you buy from me? You want to survive? My gear may not be bulletproof. Technical
Look at what
gear
you
is
got.
my specialty. Don't leave the key without it.
Sell the calibrated Nova Light, the calibrated pacifier, the calibrated regulator, the cornered calibrated Komada. Or Kodama. There we go. Don't have enough for...
Hey,
Yeah.
Aiden.
Hmm.
The Nuggies are staring at you.
Would they like rice?
You have hundreds of peeping Nuggies staring at you.
I give them rice in tiny bowls.
The Nuggies proceed to add soy sauce to the rice.
I mean, fair.
And they hand you the bottle. Hey, Kit.
Yes?
I know you don't... Would you ever play any PC games?
Depends.
This is a game I need to recommend to you that I think you may like.
I'm here if you need
What
me.
is it?
It's an RPG Maker
Looking
game.
to make quick work of your enemies?
What's it called?
Well,
Fear and Hunger.
Neighbor's new hotshot.
I'll look into it.
I knew you'd find your way back to my little corner of the key. Everyone always does.
Just here to buy.
Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't hear any arguments from me. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics, electromags, energy, even a few explosives. Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Basically the stuff SysDev doesn't want you to play with. Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. With your head as the target.
We got trust issues.
Oh, we all have trust issues here. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back.
Understand?
Well, that was surprisingly easy. Most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Maybe there's more to you than I thought.
I'm interested in what you've got in stock.
Take your pick.
Lady. Excuse you. Sell you a mag shear, explosive calibrated. I'll sell you the stun mines if you have any want for them. Oh yeah, I've also got some stuff on my ship I can probably sell you. I mean, I don't need either of those.
All right, see you around.
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades.
And to give you fair
Nothing worse
stock,
than a pirate
you might
ship with
feel
no
like you
personality.
got cheated or feel like you're a little empty. But don't worry, 24 hours, it'll be just the same as new! And I can come back and pump you for even more fucking credits. Suck it, bitch.
Wow.
I
You're real
don't
nice
like
today.
her attitude.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grab drive just drove.
And one of the things about me is I kind of vibe off of the people I'm dealing with. In games like this, you get a character like that, and I really am not gonna like them. It translates
There
to
you are.
eventually I want to fucking
The
shoot.
hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor.
As I've noticed.
You said you found something. Hand it over.
There you go.
That's it? Just one slate. After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, It would have been picked clean years ago.
No, Neva. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
Don't have much to go on.
Well, that is not necessarily true. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Galbank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Galbank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Always wanted to take a deep space cruise.
Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident Security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
How do you expect me to leave things to Rokov?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through for us, you can promise him he'll get paid. But if he gets in your way, then you take him out.
Gotta get paid for... And, you know what? No. I'll get it done.
You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to let him join the fleet.
Why are you letting Mathis' future hinge on my opinion?
Because you're the one that finished the job. You followed orders, and you put your neck on the block to get that data to the key. As far as Mathis goes, I'm sure you had to drag him through the lock and prevent him from doing something as stupid.
I think you made the right decision.
We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Okay. Oh, sin.
Yeah?
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding
It.
I found a thing today that's pretty fun to play with.
Okay.
Gotta make sure to train every day. Bad aim and bad health.
And what could it be?
It's an avatar.
Oh. Sounds nice.
Nino. It's fun.
Has it a lot of shenanigans?
Not really. It's pretty straightforward. It's a puppet avatar.
Okay. What does that mean? That you can just remote control it or something?
No, it's connected to my hand instead of my head. Kind of like the tadpole.
Yeah, the tadpole, yeah.
Yeah, the tadpole.
Yeah.
The Tatum pole.
Yes, I've seen. I try to forget about it sometimes, but I think the memory haunts me.
Thinking of Tatum porn.
Well, whatever you're into. Whatever floats your boat, sweetie. I'm not here to judge.
What? A Tatum in a maid's outfit would be cute.
Nah.
What?
I really don't see the appeal of a maid's outfit.
What? You don't think you'd look cute in a maid's outfit?
No, I really don't think so, no.
I mean, your avatar would look adorable in a maid's outfit.
Nah.
Hey, I wanted to thank you one last time for not ratting me out to Delgado.
Hi, Claire.
And telling him how much
Hello,
I pitched in.
hello,
That was
welcome.
pretty damn cool. If he would have found out what I was planning, well, I don't even want to think about what could have happened.
I ran up some debt on Neon, so it was either join the fleet or
The
take my
Nuckies have a
chances with
present
David.
for you.
Figured this was the
And
best
here
way to
you
start
were
my life.
wondering, Kit, if I was gonna be the only one.
What?
Ta-ta-ta.
Wait, what's up?
Earlier you were wondering if it was just gonna be the two of us. But it's become quite populous. Populous?
Populated.
Become quite well populated, yeah.
Yes.
What? No, you gotta be crazy.
Claire.
All I'm gonna do is lay low for a while, pick up a few jobs from Voss, and maybe
Yes.
get drunk.
The
There
Nuckies
you
have
are.
a present for you.
Just remember that you owe me a favor.
Oh yeah, sure. Anything you need, you just ask, and I'll be there to back you up.
Would you like to open the
Whoa,
box to
you
give you?
Just, you know, take care of yourself out there.
So, hi Claire.
Hi.
Hey Claire.
Kit is waiting
Aw,
for you to
I'm
see the
high.
stream.
No. I'm fairly
Oh.
certain she's already seen weirdness like this. Have you seen the "Hi, I'm Paul" thing? I should probably get shield capacity upgrade.
As a captain, I try to set a good example. Always in the bad example. Since my parents.
Why can't I jump over this tiny ass thing? Why am I stuck by chairs? Fuck!
Because
Gliders suck.
What madness
Maybe.
do I come
We
back
haven't
to?
decided.
Hey, Aiden.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Playfully flavored brain!
Why is
Ugh.
it every time we go out to do a job, it's you who ends up with all our crates?
My friend's got a point,
I'm
Bob.
fairly certain I
Every
just
pirate in
killed
this
Sin.
joint comes to
The fleet's the only family you need.
It apparently did so.
Instead of trying to change, we got a much bigger target.
I'm sorry. Just playfully flavored brain.
Yes, playfully flavored brain.
Better get a move on before Dale sees you
Now,
slacking.
can you explain to me why
No,
that
I really
somehow...
can't explain how my brain is playfully flavored.
Could you explain why that made me think of Play-Doh?
I don't know, but it's close.
We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday.
I have too many friends who try to taste Play-Doh, and they all say, yeah, it doesn't taste good.
No, it tastes like salt.
Yeah, it tastes very salt and earthy.
It's because it's effectively literal salt and a couple other ingredients. It is majority salt, though.
I mean, literally, clay. Clay is pretty salty already.
Well, no, I mean, back in the 90s, Play-Doh was actually a
Systems on the
dough.
run someday.
Like, it was edible ingredients.
Well, it still is.
Wasn't it also meant to be used as something other than a toy?
Yep. I don't remember what, but I do remember it was. It was one of many things that wound up like that.
I think it was like same like wallpaper or something to do with wallpaper.
No, that was bubble wrap.
Now you're gonna tell me bubble wrap was one of the first padded walls.
Yes, that's exactly it.
No. It was made so
To be to be wallpaper. Yes.
yeah, to be wallpaper, but not because it would insulate or whatever. It would because it's plastic. It would be easy to clean because you could just use water.
Yes, and if you have kids, you'd have to replace your walls. Fairly often, because...
No, yeah, Play-Doh was wallpaper cleaner.
Wallpaper cleaner, there we go.
I knew it had to do with wallpaper.
Huh.
Oh, the monster woke up, huh? Also, hey,
Yeah.
Volk. Nom.
That's why I was like, what madness did I come back to?
A lot of it.
There you are.
Yeah,
All right,
I've
look.
noticed.
I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
It would help if I knew what you're talking about.
I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokoff's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Does the Gal Bank executive I'm looking for have anything to do with the reward?
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Gal Bank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I can guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event.
No one likes a cheater, Neva. You need to win that trophy fair and square.
Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
We'll see what Delgado says about that threat.
Yeah? And who do you think Delgado's gonna back in a dispute? You, over me. Psh, please. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
I like being called Rook.
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet. Stay sharp, Rook.
Aw, I can't actually kill her. That fucking sucks. Yeah.
Last effing Nova. Welcome to the heart of debauchery.
I hope Bug has something strong enough to knock me out.
You can get work from the boards near the Reckoner's Core. Voss will make sure you get paid.
I've got bounties in every system. Idiots will never catch me.
Anything
Credits, hit up the mission
you're at the
boards
right
at the
place.
core.
Need a drink? Bug at the Last Nova will be more than happy to take your credits.
In the fleet, you either put up, shut up, or die.
Nah. I'm not keeping that UC transport ship. It can suck
As long as you
every
put
aspect
first,
of my
you
nuts.
So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz.
Including the
resident engineer
cable.
here. Like Neva
Yes,
said, you need ship
especially
parts,
the
repairs?
cable.
I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good.
Now the fleet has a wider variety than UC and Freestar Collective.
It may not be wider, but it's not on the books, if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know. We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked.
These parts show up on a UC or Freestar security scanner.
No. You buy from me, you're worry-free. I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? That's bad for business.
It'd be very bad for business. Always looking for an edge.
Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business.
Apologies for having to, scratch my ear. Or scratch the inside of my ear. Mind helping me with my ship?
No, but just remember, I don't work for free.
No shit.
Sure. Let me punch that up, and we can have at it.
If you got any spare creds or just need
You
to
wanna
unload
stay under
some
the
junk,
radar.
head to the
I've got you.
depot.
I don't mind helping. Oh, yeah.
Not bad. I have now got IR weapons on my, or rather EM weapons on my ship. Gonna be a hell of a thing.
UC will never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Ah. Alright, let's shove some stuff in here. the shit? Why the shit wax?
What?
Is that like that? Fuck you, game. Why again? Why again? Game, you're an asshole.
Hey, Kit.
I found reoccurring bullshit. Holy fuck.
I forgot to tell you something earlier today.
What?
I talked to Knight today.
Huh?
I talked with Knight today.
Okay. And?
She is doing good.
Okay.
Also, Claire. Wherefore art thou?
Out now?
Wherefore art thou? I'm here. The Nuggies give you a box.
Need to have Aludra take a look at this kinetic. Recoil's off.
We may not have official.
It's a Christmas present. Did you open it yet? I opened the box.
I heard Isla's sister
Inside is some
some
decorative
hardcore
headgear
mercenary.
and a slice of cake.
I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Too many missions, not enough time.
Please tell me you know exactly what materials you need.
Let me see what you've got.
This better be worth it.
Lady, I can promise you, it's gonna be worth it. I have, literally, some of the most useless shit in the universe. Come here. Let's get to know each other. Oh my god. I'm gonna sell you cards. I'm gonna sell you cards and individual hammers and lids and impact drivers and random kidneys. And trust me, I'm going to drain your account because I have some of the most useless shit in the universe and I have a lot of it. I have hundreds of tons of it. Hey, Sin, what would you do if somebody came into a store and started doing this? Just, I will sell you the most useless shit in the world and just somehow taking all of the money in exchange.
Well, I work at a supermarket. We don't buy things.
I'm aware that's the worst part. I'm fairly certain these guys don't buy things either.
Well, I
Or at least
sure
they didn't
wouldn't.
initially.
Someone came up to me and was like, I want to sell you this box of tissues. I'd be just like, well, thank you, but no.
Just don't worry, I'm gonna sell you some of the most useless shit. It's a food tray. Oh, I've got them in 3 stacks too.
Ah, yes, wonderful. Yeah, no.
I have 5 stacks or 5 rolls of toilet paper. Here you go. Oh, and I have a tablet.
Well, a tablet would come in handy, I suppose, but like,
No, a tablet is basically like a blank sheet of like notepaper in this universe.
a blank sheet of notepaper. Well, I have that at home.
Pretty much. By the way, I have like 12,000 tons of aluminum. Would you like some aluminum?
No.
How about 31 tons of argon? Or I have 179 tons of beryllium. I have
sorry, but we're not an
500,
industrial.
or I have 53 coffee bags. They're worth quite a bit nowadays. You don't get coffee out here now. No, out here too terribly far. Why do I have 23 control rods? I'm gonna sell you some control rods, my dude.
Because some people lack control.
Is that why we're explaining how that dude wound up with a caved-in skull? Okay.
Hey, Kit.
Yes!
Poop the snoot.
I forgot I had this many mag pressure tanks. I'll sell you 169 of them for $500. Have fun with those. They're not full of anything. They're empty.
Hey, Kit, when does school start for you again?
Next month. About halfway through.
So you have a couple weeks off of school.
Yep. Can we not talk about that, please?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. I have drugs. I forgot I have drugs. Hold on. Would you like some drugs? I have some alien tea that I didn't brew until after the... Oh my god, my butthole!
Oh, bye, I guess.
That was the most appropriate response I have ever heard to somebody just getting all of the most random junk and losing like $5,000 to it.
Is Mina seeing anyone right now?
That would be like the equivalent of somebody walking into Walmart and selling the manager just a bunch of random shit. I have condoms, only 3 of them are used in the pack. Don't ask why they're used and still in the pack.
I think the better question is how.
You don't want to know.
Don't ask.
Oh my god!
It. I didn't say I was going to ask, but I said that. But no, like, how do you use them? Like,
no, don't ask.
Hey.
Point 33 am I? Hold on, I need to check and see if my hole has it. Give me a second.
Kit.
Yes?
I am putting Sint in timeout.
Why?
Why is that? What have I done?
The Nuggies told me to.
Well, the Nuggies can sort off. The Nuggies aren't real. They're a spawn from your imagination. Don't listen to them. It's like listening to the voices in your head. Don't be silly.
The voices in my head keep reminding me I'm dead. And that's why if I shoot you, it won't matter. Oh, I'm sorry, that's terrifying.
Okay. Yeah, that's not lovely. That's quite the opposite.
I'm aware. And the worst part is, it actually comes from a fucking comic that was made way back in the 90s by the person who made Invader Zim.
Ah. Okay.
Why are there... Oh my god, those are lasers. That explains a little bit why.
I'm gonna head out a little early tonight.
Hey, Fireball Wolf. Also, okay.
Yeah, go sleepy. EP.
I'm not gonna go to sleep, I just want to head out a little early.
Number beep.
Not my beep!
Remember what I said, don't listen to the Nuggies.
The Nuggies will... I'll let the Nuggies decide who I listen to.
I don't think that's a wise decision. Nor one made. you know, in your best interest. I
I'm
think
just
they have their own
sarcastic.
interest in mind.
The nuggies are harmless.
Oh, I'm not using this gun. It's a fully automatic revolver. Excuse me.
Well, there go nuggies.
Yeah. Hey, Fireball. Blam. What's up, my brain?
I hate my brain.
What did your brain do this time?
Okay. What's up? My brain. No strings attached. Those are attached to other body parts.
Why do you have strings tied around your testicles?
Yes, I wonder. I don't. I suppose you no longer.
Not strings, no. La 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 la.
You should sing opera.
Probably not.
Well, I'm not gonna, because that would be
I
very
forgot
loud.
those were cringy lyrics. Fuck me. Oh.
What?
One of the fucking bands one of my ex-girlfriends used to listen to.
Ah. I mean, sometimes cringy lyrics can be wonderful.
The phrase, I'm a dick, I'm addicted to you.
Huh.
As a pseudo-apology for being a dick.
That's
cringy, isn't
that's
it?
That's not an apology, is it?
Not really.
No, I was thinking about things like Capricorn woman. Like that, those lyrics don't make any fucking sense. At least not to me, let's say that.
I'm about to
Say,
do
darling,
weird things to
tell
someone's
me
brain.
which do you love me?
As long as it's not a lobotomy.
If only it were that easy.
Let's see if I can find them.
I'm really gonna need to rebuild this ship at some point because it feels a little bit like my brain decided to die when I made it. It's feeling chunkier.
You like him chunky.
Sit.
What?
I'm going to sit on you.
You're not gonna.
Oh, but why not?
Why would you?
Because.
Well, I don't know. No, you're not gonna. I love these lyrics, they're so stupid. Woman, horse, Cobra, Capricorn. I'm yearning
Fireball,
to burning love.
that's an interesting way for me to
Since
say
when I fell in
I'm
love to you. Say, darling, tell me, do you love me? Tell me, which do you love me? I'm a Capricorn woman.
Is that?
Yes.
Vessel ID acknowledged. Port 1 cleared for docking. Welcome home to the Vigilance.
What?
Weird question for you. If you were a root vegetable, which one would you be?
Now, first I would be Googling.
And why?
Well, usually people ask me what vegetable I am and not what root vegetable I am.
What vegetable are you is too easy.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Too many bullshit answers.
Well, it's okay. Well, that's not nice to say.
Easiest way to be done with that is, what's your what vegetable would you be and why? Lettuce. Why? Let us be done with this.
Oh no! When people ask me what vegetable I'd be, I'd usually say bok choy. Because I just like it. I like it sautéed. It goes well in a lot of like stir fries, and I really like stir fries.
I weirdly do that with fennel.
Fennel. Is dat fenugreek? Oh, I write it wrong.
Fennel.
Oh no, that shit is awful.
I like it though.
Why
are my balls a needle grunt?
Like I've had it a couple of times where it's like fine, but I never like the addition. I'm lying. I've once had a mashed potato sort of dish with these inside, and that was just quite lovely actually. But
Claire,
I like
just grilled.
Did you just say you like men?
No. Well, she ain't got no lie.
I mean, true, but the fuck?
Well, no, I like men and women.
The fuck kind of response is that, though?
Well, still, then that would still be true.
Hello again. I like men.
Yes. True statement. It doesn't explicitly say that you don't like women either. Just say, I like men. I'm gonna be honest.
I know the skit you were referencing. What was the
Who?
rhyme for dudes?
Fruits?
I think it was what I think it was sup dudes, I like dudes. It might have been.
Okay.
There was a skit made by Tom Ska a long ass time ago where a dude had to announce he was gay anytime he entered a room, even though he's not. Yeah, it got weird. It sucks that I can just listen to the buzz of that light. I know you guys can hear it too.
Well, I'm not listening to your voice twice still.
No, I mean everybody out there listening.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet
I didn't
go,
think there
we'll
would be so
follow.
many root vegetables.
I bet operations on the key are a clown show. I'm looking forward to reading your report.
Yo, back. So how did it go?
Successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet. I'm confident the plan is working.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter.
I think.
Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
The Ipomoea batatas. The sweet potato.
What's up?
I think I'd be the sweet potato.
Aw, because they're so sweet.
No, because I like to eat them. They go well in stir fries. And a lot of curry. They're wonderful if you just bake them.
Well with pretty much
and they're
everything
also
if you know how to cook them.
Wonderful fries.
They are.
So, and also, I just love the word batata. Like in Dutch, we usually also just call them sweet potatoes, zoete aardappel. But you can also use the more antiquated term patat, and that's just a fun word to say.
Why the fuck does that tickle me?
I don't know. Does Dutch tickle your funny bone?
Oh. But no, this is what root vegetable would you be, specifically?
Yes.
Not which ones do you like, which would you be? And you answered sweet potato, so you're a sweetie.
Well, according to my logic, I'm multifunctional, but...
I mean... So are a lot of people.
I don't like that logic.
Just be a multifunctional you.
Just be a...
Oh! Well, thank you. I am thinking of a Tatum utility person. Swiss Army person. There we go.
Swiss Army bit. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not in the army.
What, have you never seen a Swiss Army dead guy?
No.
Swiss Army... What?
You haven't seen the movie, have you? There's a movie called Swiss Army Man. It is about a dude who finds a corpse when he is washed up after I think a shipwreck or something. And this corpse becomes a non-talking, essentially multifunctional utility tool to this person. And he sits there. It essentially acts as the comedy equivalent, or not comedy, but the character equivalent of Wilson from Castaway, but in a more comic way. I've broken your brains, haven't I?
I mean, honestly, I didn't understand the word you just said, so I just stopped listening.
Use a dead guy like a service tool.
Well, no.
No, it gets weirder because he surfs the dead guy back to civilization. In the weirdest way, too. It involves inflating dead guts. Ew. I'm gonna go back to my game before I think any more about that deranged ass movie. Seriously though, if you want to go look it up, apparently it was a actual movie. I believe it was Swiss Army Man. Are you sure it's safe to pass you this information?
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word.
Elgato's in search of a Galbank ship called Legacy. It is carrying some type of lost fortune.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Cricks's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Story or not, Delgado believes it's real.
Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of the Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
Why do you think Galbank is hiding something?
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Galbank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value.
How did you know Delgado was with us at the lock?
That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow...
Oh, cool.
Well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
Supposed to board a Starliner to steal a Galbank archive credentials.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
How do you know Jasper Cricks never found the legacy?
Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinny of us, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No. The Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
I'll pursue his plan then.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Remember to turn in any evidence fragments you find.
I have evidence for you.
Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got.
Pick this up from the lock. Penitentiary on Suvorov.
It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale.
Yeah.
Find anything else?
And this on the warden's office in the lock in Sukharov.
I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Crix needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Any other fragments?
Hey, that's a good question. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why? What do you guys think?
Okay, fine. I know there's more
I don't
out
know.
there.
You haven't even answered what sort of root vegetable you are.
We'll be here if you need us.
What sort of root vegetable?
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, I've already answered this question once.
I think he was talking to me.
Word is the fleet has you chasing ghosts on
Well, no,
Subaru.
I don't know. Who were you talking to on that one?
Spookier than a pirate.
What? Me? Oh,
Yes.
just. Well, you both haven't answered it, have you?
Where it goes.
No, I actually answered this one already a while back.
Where I was.
No, I actually, it was a couple of years ago that I answered this one, and I guarantee you it's gonna be the weirdest answer that you'd ever heard, but it's gonna make the most sense.
I doubt
Cisdef
it.
Marines are the
So go
best of
on.
the best.
I'd be a
Someone
B.
on SSNN was heard you boarded the key.
Because
Beat.
I'm nice and plump, and if you tear off my skin, I tend to stain everything red.
I mean, there is some truth to it.
Okay. Wonderful answer. So you're a red beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
How's your brain?
My brain went like, why not leak? Because you're always dirty inside.
I mean...
Well, that would be true because you share the dirt. You share it with everyone.
That is the worst way to phrase that.
No, there were a couple of options floating through my head, and this was definitely the best one.
That's terrifying.
Anyhow, Claire, any particular root vegetable you would be?
I can make alien tea, I hope. Alien Bubba Tea.
What is it?
Anyways. So Claire, what would you be? Root vegetable wise. There.
I'm thinking.
Oh.
Turnip?
Huh?
Turnip?
Turnip.
Why?
It's a vegetable, not very think people care to use.
True.
But also, frankly,
Oh, I can't make sedative. Fuck me. I can make snake oil, though, if I really wanted to. What the hell's red trench?
My brain heard something different.
What?
Red winch.
I mean, I know somebody who's gone by that nickname. I can shove you in the thingy. I can shove all of you in the thingy.
Yes?
Okay, so superpower? What superpower would you be and why? Or what one would you have and why?
Yes, I am the power of...
What superpower would you be? Huh?
It's not a question I think about all that often.
It's a strangely stimulating question, though.
It really is. I think I have thought about it before, but... Oh, to remember.
Hey, Claire.
What?
Superpower?
Superpower.
So Volk said he would choose being a shapeshifter. Why is that, Volk?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I think it has something to do with what most people in this chat have in common.
I'm about to slam into a thingy. Hold on, that's a thingy.
Claire's controller died.
Mm-hmm.
Should be invisibility.
Yeah. I mean, you're fairly easy to read, Volk.
I mean, wouldn't you agree?
What?
I think out of the superpowers, it would be at least one of the best ones to choose. There was this wonderful Tumblr post about it a long, long time ago.
How do I have an incoming weather warning? Like, straight up, how do I have an incoming weather warning?
Oh, this is not the one. Yes, this one. Okay, I'm gonna read you a little post from Tumblr. Shapeshifting is the best superpower because you can have any haircut anytime you want. You can turn into a hotter version of yourself. You can turn into a dragon. You can turn into a robot. You can turn into a shambling mound of abstract shapes and sulk outside your estranged father's house at night while chanting ominously about his sins.
It makes me think of Delint for a little bit, for some reason.
Well, that's quite telling.
More interesting than what I would do as a shapeshifter.
Yeah, you wouldn't turn into an abstract mount. Just a heap of cubes.
It moans whenever I touch it.
Let's not push that open door.
What's up?
Anyhow, do you have any superpower in mind, Kit?
It's one I've actually been thinking about for a long ass time, and I can think of the flaws in literally everything.
Well, at some point you just gotta pick one.
Shapeshifter's too easy. Too simple.
I get that.
Invisibility, I mean, depends on how it works. If it's, you know, like what the Invisible Lady does, or what fucking Mystique does.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
I can see that. How that would be unsettling.
Well, I'll be damned. Someone from the fleet finally agrees with me about something. It's a goddamn miracle. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski.
Probably more true to my nature.
Was that all she sent you here
I'd
to do?
probably
or was
say
there something else you were sent here to steal?
Power to bring images to life.
Bring images to life.
Yes. I think that can be wonderfully interesting. Because, first of all, how would it work? Would it be like a sort of Aladdin's lamp? And like it would lead to some philosophical difficulties. But also it can be incredibly useful. So, yeah.
I mean, there is one superpower that I would kind of want, but at the same time, it's from an old-ass obscure comic. It's called Manifestation from from the Mind's Eye. Effectively, it is, if you can think it, you can create it. All you have to do is will it into existence.
Pulling it out from a drawing wouldn't be very different from pulling it out from your mind.
I'm aware. It would still be a form of manifestation. It's just one would be straight up, you can make it if you can think about it. This would include things like, hey, I need to get off this planet. Hey, there's a spaceship design I'd like to try out.
Draw it out. And try to pull with all your
I'm
might.
not skilled enough to draw that.
Well, you can also just have other people draw things.
It would be
Welcome to the internet.
I'm aware, but that would require money.
Pretty sure the commission would be way less expensive than an actual spacecraft.
I'm aware, but still, I'd like to just be able to go. That would be an interesting dildo. Oh god, think of how much money I could make at a fucking convention. Think of how much money I could make at a convention. You describe your special, like, perfect, custom dildo to me in a way that I can comprehend. So I can imagine that. Here you go. $400.
Just
for your own perfect fantasy toy. Completely customized to you. Dragged out of the ether of absolute nothing by some fucking absolute weirdo.
But also, I wonder where it would draw the line, you know? Because the mind's eye can think of horrible things as well.
You have no idea.
So
it would be something I would have to will into existence. Herein lies the problem. That is the actual downside to the person who has that in the old ass comic. It was one of the Tales of Magi series back way the fuck back when. Think super old version of Doctor Strange. Used to love looking through my granddad's old comics. The downside to it was his imaginations could come to life and haunt him.
Yes.
Very specifically, his nightmares would, if he fell asleep outside of a specialized room, his nightmares would effectively be able to escape his head.
Yeah, I think I'd much rather just have a drawing to pull from.
Yeah. I mean, if all it takes is for you to enchant a room to be able to sleep in, just make sure you fucking enchant the room and don't get too drunk and fall asleep in someone else's place. They have asked me to steal the Earth Savior Award.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
If you were a natural disaster, what would you be by Fireball Wolf? Well, I'm sorry to say, Wolf, but I'm already a disaster.
I mean, I'm a walking disaster of nature, if that counts. Although natural disaster, it would necessarily be. I mean, it kind of would, but it would take quite a few people. Tidal wave have come.
That doesn't sound natural to me.
It would take about 100,000 dudes all wanking in the same direction at the same time.
No, it would take much more than that. That's not gonna create a tidal wave, Sweetums.
I'm aware. It's a joke.
I mean...
if you want to get really technical, you could just say it was one fox with really big balls. Furry logic!
Let's not get into, risque.
Oh, but why not? Also, we're past time, aren't we? Fuck.
Oh, shit, you're right.
By almost half an hour. I need to get through this conversation in game, and then we can leave off. So give me a sec. What was the original plan with you? Plan you had with Neva?
I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
I mean, don't worry, you're still getting paid.
Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
What do you consider normal prey?
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
I mean, good question, Sent. Wonder all you want, that's all the information you're getting.
Oh, I see. We're playing this game now.
I mean, honestly, I've met so many people who are like, oh, I'm weird.
You might as well turn around and hop like a bull.
I feel like I'm not normal, and I'm like, my dude, my guy. No one is normal. Everyone has very peculiar things about them. Even the most normal of norms. Like, the thing we were talking about before, this friend of mine, I was like, he's just so plain and normal. Nothing peculiar or particular about him, until he told me he doesn't like soup in any way or form. And I was like, that's just weird, man.
It makes me think of something my grandmother said Christmas morning. Well, eve of Christmas morning, actually. Long story short, we didn't get to celebrate until the day after. Or day of. Well, evening of the day of. Brain. But, said when she was a kid, she saw this, or when she was younger, she saw this thing in school where everyone played a game. You had to admit your deepest, darkest secret to the person to your left. And so on, in a snake-like pattern.
Mm-hmm.
From left side back, so left to right, then down one, right to left, then down one, left to right. And it was about 60, 70 students. And the two end people had to share theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, it took like almost the entire class, apparently, and at the end of it, teacher went, okay, now, think of what your neighbor to your left just told you, or your neighbor to your right, or whatever just told you. How many of you in here would like to trade places with your neighbor? Not a single hand. You never know when somebody's life is fucked. Most people have problems. Most people are a disaster in their own right. You just don't see it 9 times out of 10. Trust me, you typically don't see the ugly in people until you get really close to them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's one of the reasons why I keep trying to tell people, if you shun people for their weirdness, if it's something minor,
they're not gonna tell you the major things.
They're not gonna tell you the major things. For one, if you freak about, okay, let me put it to you this way. If you freak out about something as minor as, oh, you like to be spanked. If they're into something, more, requires more trust, like heavy BDSM, they're not gonna trust you with that. And yes, I
wonder
use
how
kinks as a descriptor for that.
Yes. Why do you just refer to like raunchy things?
Because I've been a part of the fucking BDSM community for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So 15 now, roughly. Yeah, 15-ish. It's almost 16, actually. Fuck me.
Gee whiz, are you can't try to make me feel young?
Oh. Don't worry, don't worry. You've got more than enough time in your life to get tied up by various people.
I'm sorry. But I'm pretty dang vanilla when it comes to that.
That's the thing. I hate to point this out. You get weirder as you get older.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because trust me, I wasn't into bondage until I was in my mid-age 20s. I wasn't into the heavy shit. I was okay with cuffs. It was cute. I was okay with light petting or an occasional light thwap. Didn't know I liked to tie people up and effectively rope them off to various structures surrounding them and then sit there and torture them until much later in life.
No, I'm pretty
by
sure
the way, I
won't
do
like
mean sexual torture, not literal torture, so.
Yeah, what a surprise. Context is clue.
Yes. One way involves a lot of blood, one involves a lot of other fluids. I'd rather have the other fluids things.
Would you? I'd like to keep my soul in peace. Jesus.
You'd like to keep your what now?
Soul. Sometimes when I talk to you, I can just feel it leave my body.
Oh, why?
Just some of your remarks.
Aw, you're a shy boy. No.
They kill me in a mental way.
Aw, shy boy. No.
Wow, what a surprise.
Aw.
Ah,
Don't worry, being around the old perv is going to make your brain hurt.
gee whiz, you think I didn't know quite yet?
You get used to it after a while. Ask Claire. She kind of embraced it.
I've noticed.
Anyways. So you obviously have something specific in mind.
Well, well. It appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely
Character in the
right.
game.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, you're in no positions to... No. You really think I have the ability to promise something like that? You know what? Help me get to Dombrowski and you're back in the...
All right, all right. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now, let's talk business. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh, it's gonna be a Twitter mission. Fuck you.
Twitter?
I have to dig up dirt on somebody by talking to his to his coworkers.
Ah.
Anything you can tell me about the gala?
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter.
I didn't bring my dinner jacket.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starview Ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Get inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
What sort of dirty secrets are we talking about?
He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
Like it usually is. Long as there's free booze.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh. Dig up any dirt on the Dombrowski yet?
What's the deal with this Terran Preservation Society?
They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, This is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society.
Can you help me with the Earth Savior Award?
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan?
Just gotten started.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. Don't you have somewhere to be?
Alright, folks, we are now a little over half hour overtime, and this is where we're going to leave off. Also, yeah, I think everybody's a bit of a natural disaster. Hey, Sent.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
Still, Tatum in a skirt, or Tatum in a French maid outfit. One of the two.
Well, last time you were talking about a dress rather than a skirt.
True.
Those are quite different.
I still have to draw Tatum in a dress. I still gotta brush off my fucking...
And either dress or skirt. I don't like a maid outfit at all. I just don't think it's sexy or interesting. Whatever it's supposed to be.
Don't find them appealing myself. It's more of a... more adorable than sexy at that point. Just think, flustered looking, they're ever so slightly pissed off looking Tatum in a skirt with a duster just threatening to hit someone. Anyways, folks, if you enjoy the gameplay or the commentary, give us a like. If you want to keep up with this or any of our other content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad so you can see when we upload and when we go live. But for now, this is Kitthesoulless and Cruz signing off. So until next time, everybody, bye-bye!
Ta-ta!
Awoo.
Nom.
Hey, Aiden. I want to nom your face.
Nom.
Wait. Whomst?
Aiden. Nom nom.
Ah, wonderful.
Also, by the way, Hey, Claire.
You.
Got to experience some weirdness, and at the same time, wasn't necessarily my experience. It was secondhand, but at the same time, I feel for the guy. Because, have you ever cut into an abscess when you're cutting meat?
That sounds wonderful.
Not really. Apparently it smells like toe cheese.
I know.
Just imagine a fucking
no, I don't
giant
need to imagine.
thing of toe cheese in your meat.
I don't need to imagine that. In fact, I'll imagine this wonderful Christmas tree right in front of me. It looks delightful.
Yes,
What?
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. No.
Well, if you're gonna eat a Christmas tree, at least boil it first.
Nah. You've got to...
and remove the glass balls.
No, you have to grind it down into a very fine powder, dehydrate it, use it as flour. Make cookies. Make Christmas cookies out of last year's Christmas tree. Don't worry, it'll be about as much fiber as Granny's prune pudding.
Well, fun fact, you could also just use the needles to make some tea.
I'm aware I was being a smartass.
Yes, but being a smartass sounds like a lot of work in this case. So why would you?
Because could you imagine what it would look like if you told people that the flour and the cookies they're eating was tree?
I suppose.
Could you imagine the number of people that would try to hit you with a tree?
Now, my friends are generally not like that. So.
Oh. Ah, well.
I'd rather not be hit by a tree in any shape or form.
I mean, as strange as it sounds, there are some people who are into that.
I am not surprised. I mean, basically, a ladle or any wooden spoon, you know, there's people who want that. I can't.
Oh, God!
Or a wooden spatula.
Thanks!
What?
Because one man's ladle is another man's nut cradler.
I'm sorry, but that's completely on you.
That's
not my fault.
It gets worse because in that same logic, one person's melon baller is another person's D-baller.
Keep those words to yourself. Dirty, dirty you.